Da-da-da-da, da-da-da. Did you know a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance? Hello there, and welcome to my Bloons Tower Defense 5 channel. I'm Italian Ninja, and this is where I make attempts at defeating challenges I've set out for myself, make progress, and learn to get better at this game, and subsequently, life. If you enjoy this type of stuff, feel free to subscribe. If you comment, I'll shout you out. Also, if you have your subscription set to public, that would make it easier for me to be able to shout you out. But if you don't, that's okay too. You can just comment, or you don't have to. But if you do, I'll probably say something about it or respond. Probably not to the comment itself, but in the video. Uh, anyway, we're working here on dance floor today. I think we are working on. I actually missed what difficulty we're on, but I think we're on medium. One sec here, I'll tell you guys, and then I'll zoom back forward a little bit. We don't have to watch the whole thing again. Yep, we're on medium. Okay, and we're at about 50 seconds. We'll go forward. 1 second here. I'm just going to pause this. There we go, we're back. I just needed to turn on Do Not Disturb mode, so I didn't get any disturbances here. I'm just learning to edit. I'm working on that a little bit, but I haven't actually made too much progress on that front. But I am actually figuring out how to make some thumbnails. I had a buddy send me a couple of different softwares that I couldn't quite get to work. So now I'm using GIMP. Using GIMP. GIMP. Because I'm a GIMP. Not for real, but yeah, no, I'm actually using the software GIMP in order to help me edit some photos. I used Photoshop back in the day, and you know, this is actually funny because I think that might be the first video I ever uploaded was actually a video about, it was a tutorial about the tools in Photoshop. It's not on this channel. It's on I can't even remember what the channel was called, but I remember I came up with a name and I was all excited about it. It's funny because if you think about it, it's like, I never really thought of myself as somebody who makes YouTube videos, but throughout my life, we've always made little skits and done little funny things with a video camera around. So I don't know. This might be a little bit more natural than what I originally thought, because the more time you put into something, the easier it gets. So I don't know. One thing that I will notice is that some of the videos that I've been making haven't been doing as well as they have in the past, and I think that's mainly just because of the thumbnail. It's not so much of I think the commentary content, if anything, has gotten a little bit better, but I think it's just once you get away from Monkey Lane, then nobody has any visual cues and don't really know what the hell exactly to look for in terms of a thumbnail to identify what it is that they're interested in. Because from what I can tell, people typically find my content from the browse features and looking for Bloons Tower Defense 5. So that's I gotta somehow make thumbnails that get viewers to come in and watch my stuff. That's pretty much what I'm working on right now. The video that happy Valentine's Day, by the way, guys. Hopefully you got your woman something, and treated her right, took her out for dinner, or did something cool, and hopefully she did the same for you. And if you don't have a girlfriend, hopefully you treated yourself, or you don't have a wife, then hopefully you took care of yourself in a little bit of a way. Because self-love is very important, and that's not a joke, And I don't mean like Kanye West super ego, uh that kind of self-love, I mean, it's funny. I heard I've been listening to the new Kanye album, and there's a song on there, I think it's called Vultures. I'll find out what it is exactly for the next video, because I might even sing the little chorus in it, because it has a funny little line about like from a movie called Clerks. And I don't know, that whole album, I haven't listened to the whole album just yet. I pretty much got caught on one song last night and put it on repeat like a million times. But that song, Vultures, or maybe the whole album's called Vultures. 1 second here. I'm just going to pause the video and I'll find the name of the song because I actually think it's important. Okay, it's called Back to Me by Kanye West, if anybody's interested. Just took me a minute to get there and find it. I don't have my laptop in front of me today. I'm making videos in my old bedroom upstairs in the friggin' cold. So this bedroom that I'm in, I pretty much grew up in this bedroom, and for most of my life, I actually thought that there was ghosts in the attic or slash, on the roof. But I used to be very freaked out in this bedroom, so yeah, not so freaked out or scared right now. I mean, I don't really get scared by small, simple stuff like that anymore. But this friggin' bedroom, I'm in it, and I'm laying in my old bed, and it's kind of uncomfortable. But making videos, and having fun. So what I do here, I guess I should talk a little bit about the video instead of just going on my random tangents. Uh, so this I didn't expect this to be very difficult, especially after playing the easy difficulty. So if you guys are new here, what I've kind of been doing is I've been going from medium or easy, medium, hard, impossible on every map, starting from Monkey Lane and just kind of working my way through to the right of the map selection. If you're familiar with this game, that's pretty much what I've been doing, and I don't know. I'm calling it. I have a series or a playlist. I'm calling it my Just Win playlist because most of these things are they're just straight up wins. There's nothing that's too difficult for me about it. But the thing is, I am learning more about units. My unit selection has been. Fuck. I gotta stop yawning while making these goddamn videos. People are gonna be bored. But anyway, I don't really like to edit, so it's not that I don't like to edit. I haven't added it to my routine of uploading videos yet. There's something for anybody who's out there who's trying to do anything difficult, try to break it off into manageable steps. That seems like an obvious thing, but it's like, because you look at the whole project in and of itself. Like if I was gonna stop and try to make one YouTube video and try to make it as perfect as possible, I don't think I would get very far. I think I have to kind of keep moving. Uh, like obviously the commentary here is kind of the base of my videos, along with the visual being the Bloons Tower Defense 5. I don't talk about the game as much as I probably should, and I think the reason I don't talk about it that much is because I don't feel like I'm an expert. I feel like I've done pretty good so far, and I've learned quite a bit, even up until this point, just beating Impossible on Monkey Lane, and Bobsled Run, and some of the other maps. Well, I'm not there yet, actually, in the video series, but I have actually defeated this one on Impossible, but I'm doing my Just Win series and kind of working my way up, so if anybody ever ends up wanting to try to follow along and beating the game themselves, then they can. That's if they want to, I found once I beat Impossible on Monkey Lane, I feel like a lot of these have actually been fairly simple. So, anyway, got me yawning again, talking about how easy this friggin' game is. Well, hopefully it continues to be that way. Actually, no. I don't really care much about it being easy. I think I'd rather it be difficult as long as the payoff is there, because I tend to enjoy doing difficult things. So, and I mean, making these YouTube videos, they kind of push you a little bit. Like last night, I was up at like 1 o'clock in the morning trying to fuck around and make a thumbnail, and just what's funny is what pissed me off more than anything was just that I tried to download a photo from Google Photos onto my phone in order to upload the video from my phone because that's where it's stored. And the thumbnail that I was just trying to download, I downloaded it 3 times and I just couldn't find it on my phone. I ended up emailing it to myself and then it showed up in my downloads and I could go from there. But it's shit like that. That's just like, there are little things and little frustrations along the way that you have to kind of get through. Oh, I'm looking through my tower information here. So my monkey sniper, okay, so he's actually upgraded all the way too. Okay, so all these things are pretty good other than my monkey ace, which I have gotten in recent videos, I'm pretty sure. Mortar tower, dartling gun. Yeah. So we're going to move past to round 45. I got some shout outs today and I completely forgot to mention them. What did I start? I started the video with a group of flamingos is called the Flamboyants, which is just the gayest thing ever, but it's kind of hilarious. Not in a bad way. I don't have any problem. Nothing against the gays. I just when you hear something gay, you gotta call it out. That's just funny, Uh, Shout out COD FN. I don't know what your comment was, I'll be honest. You made a comment and I don't even know what he was talking about. It appeared to be English, but I didn't know what the hell he was saying. So, yeah. Anyway, and then Milk. He said he answered my question of the day, first answer to the question of the day, and I asked, "What do you prefer, pens or pencils?" And he said he prefers pencils, which interesting. Um, I thought that I actually thought that asking that question it was going to be an obvious like, of course everybody likes pens, but I didn't even. I mean, I used to be a huge fan of pencils too, way back in the day, especially doing math. I remember that they would always tell us in elementary school that's like, do your math in pencil so you can erase it. But I wrote so fucking hard that I would like indent the paper. It's like I was scribing it into the paper. You could probably read it like Braille. Some blind person could rub their finger across it and probably read it from the other side. They'd have to go backwards, I guess. Or you could probably read it just from the way that I was doing it. But anyway, uh I've been using pens lately. But yeah, that was question of the day. I don't have any questions of the day for today. I do have a quote here, but you know what? I'm gonna save this quote for the next video. But what I am gonna say, Milk, is you asked or you said here that balloon chippers are not necessary, and I am gonna have to figure that out because I actually do think that I believe you. I just don't know what you're using in substitute. Um, if you do, like I kind of want to know what gets you past round 45 if you don't need a balloon chipper once you get to round 45, because obviously I've been using that as my crutch to get past 45 and get rid of most of the Moab popping. uh Balloon chipper upgraded to a 4-2 in addition to Moab maulers when necessary, but just the Moab maulers are mainly for the area of attack Moabs. Like when you have multiple Moabs in a row, you need that bomb busting area of attack weapon to take damage out of multiple units at once instead of the balloon chipper. The balloon chipper is a direct hit. I don't know if I should get into classification systems and all this because like I think that would be pretty cool. I also think that this was a little bit overkill for right now. I probably didn't have to put 3 monkey villages. I I think that I kind of knew at this point that this was going to be a little bit of a blowout because of the way that the units go. Like in because of so if you guys are following along here, I'll just say this again is that little confetti path that goes throughout the dance floor, that is the path of the balloons. And so they actually have to go up first and then they come back down and then they go through the rest of the gauntlet of the map here. But as soon as I seen that and I played the easy, I was like, Jesus. Oh, tip to anybody who hasn't played a new map before, just let it play and lose. Like, play it, and then, once you see the path of the balloons, just restart, because that's just like a quick tip I realized a little while ago, because sometimes you'll start a map and you're not really sure exactly how things are going to come out, and you're not even sure where. Like, I started placing units on the wrong side. I was playing a new map the other day, and I put new units on the wrong side, and because I didn't see the arrows and where I was supposed to be looking at where they're coming out. So after that I just deleted the unit and then I just watched to see where everything went and I restarted. So that's just a way to get some information so that you know at least kind of how to start the map. Uh yeah, I'm not sure what part of these maps and difficulty. I'm not sure what people struggle with the most. If anybody has anything specifically that they'd like me to discuss, I can kind of tell you what I know or what I don't know. A lot of it is all of this is just my opinion though. I don't have a lot of textbook information for this stuff, and if I do need something very specific, I will go to the wiki, but I haven't really used that a lot, and I kind of told you guys previous in the series and well, a series, sorry. I did a For any of the new viewers, I did a playthrough series of Impoppable on Monkey Lane, and I just like hit my head against the wall for 50, 60 videos and basically tried to beat it, and I eventually got it. So now we're here today trying to be impoppable on pretty much all the maps because why not? Um, but I'm working my way up. I'm doing easy, medium, hard, uh, impoppable just because I think that that is a good way for me to kind of get familiar with the map. It takes me about 4 times in order to get really confident and be able to place my units correctly. So I actually don't mind the lower difficulties. I think I'm utilizing them correctly now that I've actually got some stuff figured out. So, but I think the big thing for me going forward, and I'm sure that some of you guys can agree, is that fucking thumbnail. I got to figure out the thumbnail game. I think that's the biggest thing for me going forward is just get more people to my videos, and I'll work on that. I'll figure that out. I think we're 70 videos in. Let's hopefully we have that figured out by 100. And then I mean, I've been working on the descriptions and the title as well, but the titles haven't, I don't know if it just hasn't been compelling. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Bloons Tower Defense 5 is really a big topic on YouTube at all. So, but you know, with anything, like sometimes people they find their own following. And I think that that's more so what I'm going for here is just looking for people that are interested in, conversing with me, people that are interested in, funny and interesting commentary. I don't know. I just kind of tell you guys random facts and say things that's going on with me and stuff that I'm thinking. I tell you, stuff about this game too, but I'll be honest, a lot of this stuff is just a learning process for me. So it's not like I have textbook knowledge of it yet. So you're watching me in my rocky cutscene of making these videos, and I would like to go back. So I've deleted a lot of these videos off of my phone, and I don't have them saved anywhere, but they're all on YouTube. So I would like to go back one day and download a bunch of the videos and just make maybe a progress video of my like Monkey Lane or my Monkey Lane impoppable defeat, or maybe just beating this game if I ever end up beating it. I'm not sure what exactly counts as a beat, but yeah. And then we'll move on to maybe another game or something like that. I do have a challenge for myself I have set out in real life, which I haven't made a ton of progress on. By the end of the year, I want to be able to dunk a basketball. That might be an unrealistic challenge. I don't think it's unrealistic. I think it's realistic. I think it depends how much effort you want to put in, right? Because with anything, guys, that's what matters. It's like, if you dedicate your full self towards something, then there's a good chance that you're going to succeed. But you have to dedicate your full self. Don't be fat. Don't be half-assing shit. Uh, I've in the past tried to do too many things, and then what ends up happening is you don't do any of them very well. So what I've done is I've tried to minimize the amount of things that I do. Instead of doing 7 to 12 projects, I kind of just try to pick a handful and work on those. But anyway, there's the completed track on Medium. If you guys enjoyed that, feel free to subscribe. If you comment, I'll shout you out. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for coming along for this journey with me. I appreciate it. This has been fun so far. Bye for now.